Alrighty, welcome back, Red Riders for Slim and Bones. I am Devo. Boys, the 2025 regular season is behind us. We are nestled between that and Red October coming up very soon. So we got a jam-packed episode today, but guys, do us a favor. You know the drill by now. Hit that like button. If you are new or if you have not done it, please hit that subscribe button. We have a lot to get into tonight. We're going to do a season recap. We're going to get some grades for the season. Each Slim Bones and I will give our season grade for the Phillies, regular season. Then we're going to talk a little playoff preview, right? Who do we like more, Reds, Dodgers? And we've been listening to your DMs. We've been listening to your DMs. You love your lists. You love your rankings. We got List-a-palooza 2025 scheduled for you tonight. The entire second half of this show will be a bunch of lists and rankings. So your DMs have been answered. Bones, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I had a great weekend. I was up at Penn State on Saturday with the whiteout. This is like I thought Red October was pretty crazy with the Phillies. Just timed that by a few because one, the crowd's near more than double, and just the atmosphere was crazy up there, and then it was all collapsed by one play.
Your boy James Franklin, man. You can't get away from him.
I can't.
I was jealous of Bones that entire Saturday, the entire week when I found out he was going to go up. And then as soon as they lost and I heard about the traffic on the way back, I was so happy to never experience that. I heard it was rough. But with the Phillies, I'll tell you what, I'm already down here in South Philly. I can walk to the stadium. There's no traffic for Slim. I cannot wait for Saturday. We will be there.
But gentlemen, your Philadelphia Phillies were a 96-win team. Slim, congratulations. You hit the exacta, your preseason prediction. So shout out to our boy Slim.
Right on the nose. And I think I said it twice. I said it way back in March, and then I reaffirmed it about a month and a half, 2 months ago.
All right, gentlemen, before we get to those season grades, I'm going to do a little year in review here, 2025 regular season. There's no way I'm going to capture it all, but I got 10 headlines, 10 themes, 10 moments. I bundled it all together, and you guys let me know how I did, right? I'll recap this. We'll talk about that. I want to hear those grades. I'm excited to hear your grades. All right, boys, year in review. Number one, dominant at home. 55-26. The most wins ever at home at Citizens Bank Park. The second most home wins ever after the 1977 season where they won 60 games at the Vet. Number two, that famous double slide play back in June versus the Mets. You had Nicky C slide in, JT Realmuto right behind him, and obviously at the Mets made it sweeter. One of the coolest plays you'll ever see. Number three, our ace went down. Zach Wheeler, blood clot scare, surgery. He was done for the year in August. Number four, but who do we have that took the ace baton right from him? Christopher Sanchez. Our new ace, probably going to be number two in the Cy Young rankings. Number five, Nicky Castellanos drama all year long. Started back in a June Miami Marlins series. You guys saw it all there. He gets taken out in the outfield, late defensive replacement. Then you had him flip out on Rob Thompson. We saw it on the camera. The defensive packets, we talked about it. The very next game, Nicky C has a game-saving catch out in right field. It was made for TV stuff, and now he's a platoon player. So Nick Castellanos drama all year long. Number six, going into the year, Jose Alvarado was our best closer on paper. What did he do? PEDs. We lost him for the year back in May. Number seven, Bones asked for a blockbuster trade at the deadline. Dave Dombrowski finally delivered. He got us Yohan Duran, a lockdown closer, and Harrison Bader. We've seen everything he's done. So Dave Dombrowski answered the call. Number eight, Kyle Schwarber. I can't say enough here. 4 home run game, top 3 MVP, absolute leader of the clubhouse. He won the All-Star game in dramatic fashion. 56 home runs, second most ever. Kyle Schwarber. Number 9, Jesus Luzardo. Guys, don't forget, I should say, back in June, 2 straight games, he had 20 earned runs. The most you'll ever see, 35 ERA. But he didn't give up there, guys, right? Fast forward to right now, 200 strikeouts, over 200 innings, and a sub-4 ERA. The guy's resilience has been incredible. Number 10. Here we go, guys. Trey Turner. This is the guy that we signed up for. This is the guy we thought we were getting back in 2022. First Phillies batting title since Richie Ashburn in 1958. I'm tired of talking. That was a mouthful. Bones, what do you think of that?
Yeah, and the one thing that got me was the Trey Turner one, and that was, I don't know if you ranked them, and that's where
It wasn't a ranking. It was just me. Yeah.
But Trey Turner, number one, I mean, he got this offense started all year long. Leadoff guy, and led the National League in average, as you said, first time since Richie Ashburn. He went down, but they kept on fighting after that. He went down for a little bit. He'll be back come Saturday. He's been doing on-field workouts. Trey Turner, and like that was one of my predictions earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Him getting 40 stolen bases, didn't get there, but that was one of the storylines to get where the Phillies wanted to be. He had to be the player we knew he would, and that's what we got this year. Close to a 6 WAR, I believe. Chris talks about WAR all the time. He's like up there, but for a while,
Bones citing WAR here, dude.
yeah.
What's going on?
But for a while, until he went down, like he was maybe getting talked about for top 5 MVP voting. So very crucial to the Philly season. And there's plenty more we could talk about. I'll let Chris talk.
I'm going to comment on what you said because I love that you jumped straight to one of your W's, right? Because the fact is that Trey Turner, I love him, but a couple things. It was Kyle Schwarber, and I hate to keep going with the Schwarber praise, but we know it was Kyle Schwarber who carried us early on. He's been carrying us all season. Secondly, your boy didn't get 40 stolen bases. He got hurt, right? So that tells you that when you're looking at these things next year, we should start taking all the unders. Thirdly, and most importantly, how many games has he missed and what has been our record? We keep winning. He went to the bench, and now he's in he's in this maybe it's the smallest of controversies with you-know-who, our boy Bader, who's a gift.
Bader's a gift. So, guys, I'm going to tell on myself a little bit here because I spent a lot of time on that list. A lot of research went into that. But the biggest takeaway, which I'm surprised neither of you jumped at this, whose name did you not hear at all out of those 10?
Max Kepler.
Well, so Max Kepler escaping the DFA was almost on my list. But I need another name.
Johan Rojas.
Whose name did you not hear?
Johan Rojas.
Nope.
I'll tell you
Aaron Nola. Suck it.
Whose name did you not hear?
You know who it is? It's the Brandon Marsh redemption arc.
That's another one.
No.
Whose name did you not hear?
Andrew Painter not being here.
That's another good one. Whose name did you not hear? Guys, I'm going to keep on saying it.
All right. We'll keep on going.
MV3. Bryce Harper.
I-
The season this year has been a weird one where Bryce has had a fine year, right? But he's been sitting back and let the other guys cook a little bit, right? He's letting Schwarber be the leader. It's surprising that I didn't have a Bryce moment at all. That stuck out to me. And by the way, everything that you guys just said were great ones. Painter was on my list. Kepler almost made the list. So those were all.
Well, you know what's funny? When we start going back and forth, I was trying to think of solid guesses that I knew wasn't the real answer. And then we get to Duran and the trade deadline. That's a huge one, right? And that's one that's going to be big going into the postseason to see what Bader and Durant, because that's what we really got them for. You know, we got them guys to produce in the postseason. We've seen the outfield production. We've seen our relievers blow big situations. So that's another little one. But yeah, let's jump into the rest.
Let's jump into the grades. So Slim, keep that momentum going, baby.
I give them absolutely an A. They get an A. They had a great season. They don't get an A+. They don't have 100 wins. Nothing along those lines. They won the division in very nice fashion, dominant fashion. They're better than what they were last year. It's not even close. So they get an A.
Okay.
So I'm going to be a little harsher, greater than Mr. Kearns over here, but I'm going to go with B+. And the reason I say B plus, I mean they have 96 wins. What's that, like third all time for a Phillies team?
Sixth all time.
Six, damn.
Yeah.
But the reason being is the bats were inconsistent for a good part of the year, and they hit a little stretch where they weren't hitting at all, and the Mets overtook first place. Starting pitching was absolutely awesome all year from beginning till end, but the bullpen was inconsistent for most of the year until we got Yohan Duran. And even then, he has a couple blown saves since he came over in his appearances. So it's something we need to tinker with a little bit to buckle down in the playoffs. But overall, I think it was a good year. And there's more to get out of this team, I think.
So Slim A, Bones B plus. Interesting. Slim usually the tough grader. Slim, I am aligned with you. I gave it an A, and my reasoning was similar to yours. Wasn't the 100-win team. It was still an all-time historic as far as Phillies years go. It was great, right? Top 5 or 6 right there. Maybe if we're closer to the top 2 or 3, maybe I would go A plus. But I'm happy with the solid A.
And I feel like we're here to finish the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're here to. This is a postseason ready-made team, so we showed you how a professional baseball team that is ready, a real contender, how they handle the regular season. Every series, it felt like we won 2 out of 3. I know there were some blemishes where against Pittsburgh, against Houston, where we don't get these hits and it looks real ugly for a minute, but we always bounce back strong. It didn't matter if Wheeler was going down, Trey Turner going down, the carousel of outfielder, lack of the production. And then we watch all these guys, honestly, hopefully they're growing. And here's the best part. And because I'm not sure we're going to get back to this guy, but we got to talk about Nicky C, right? Where is Nicky C going into Saturday? Are we even thinking about anything like that? Are we waiting for a little bit more dominoes to fall? How's that going to look? And I'm very excited because Devo, you cited it all year. He's been smashing first pitches. All right. I know it looks ugly sometimes, but there's going to be situations where he actually does get a hold of a couple this postseason.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Bones respond to that, but I would say, to your point, Slim, I think we do have to let a few dominoes fall, right? Obviously, the dominoes being which hand the starting pitcher is for who we're playing. We'll know that Saturday. If it's a left-handed pitcher, I would expect to see Nick Castellanos as the starting right fielder. I mean, do you guys agree with that?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
All right.
At home, I'm fine. I think so. I think you're right. I think you're right.
So you'd go Kepler if it's regardless, Bones. I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm just curious.
Like I think Thompson's looking at more of like a individual against like a pitcher. So it depends on who the pitcher is. So if like doesn't have like real good numbers against that guy, I don't think he's going to go against him whether he's lefty or righty.
Okay.
If he's So
all right, so we're all over the place. Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I'm really waiting to see if him get a hold of one, especially in a pitch hit situation.
Yeah, I mean, listen, time will tell, but that would be very, very bold and very, very interesting if Nick Castellanos is sitting on the bench with a Game 1 left-handed starting pitcher. He's not going to be happy, but we will see. So, guys, before we transition to pulling up the playoff picture and talking a little more about that, so Slim, thank you for teasing that for us. We've been beating this horse to death, that the 2024 team and the 2025 team, hey, if you look at them from a non-Red Corner podcast might look at it like, oh, well, the 2024 team won 95 games and the 2025 team won 96 games. They're basically the same. Let's drill into that a little bit. Bones, you commented on this, right? Basically, the only bad month that this team had was back in July, right? This year. They were 11-12. That's when they lost like 9 or so in a row. They were down 5.5 games to the Mets around that time, June, July. But let's focus on post trade deadline, right? So the post trade deadline 2020-14 was 40-38. So basically a 500 team. They were losing the momentum, losing the whatever you want to call it, all their mojo. The 2025 team is 46-28. So they lost 10 less games, won 6 more. Completely different, right? It's a different team.
Like right now, like if I want to compare, like right now, like last year the Phillies won the division. Uh, this year it's the Tigers that were in the same spot the Phillies were last year,
Right.
with that post All-Star game record, and the Guardians followed up, but the Phillies had such big lead last year in the NL East that they couldn't get caught. They couldn't get caught,
Yeah.
and the Guardians wind up winning the AL Central this year. So that's kind of what's going on right now, and they lost game one today, but that's something to look at.
Yeah. They fell asleep.
Like you said, with last year's team, you saw them fumbling the bag, as you would say, right
Yeah.
after that London series, and they never really got back on track. This team has been consistent throughout, regardless of injuries. We did see them finish pretty strong coming on here. They got the last win of the year, which is kind of nice. Don't get me wrong. The plague of this team, and it's 1 year older. This is a big difference, especially if you're going to say what could be the Achilles heel. Do we see age become a factor? Do we see those naggy injuries? Because after this postseason, are we going to hear, oh, Remuto was batting 180 from now till October because something was hurt? I'm just afraid of that because that's what everybody said. I don't buy into that narrative. But if we lose, and then I'm reading about injuries and all this kind of things, it is going to be problematic, you know?
No, for sure. That's a great point. Let us pull up here the playoff picture that we've been referring to. Here we have it. So the first playoff game is this upcoming Saturday. The Phillies are playing winners of the Reds and Dodgers series. So, gentlemen, what are we expecting? Bones, let's start with you. Who do you want to play and why?
So, who do I want to play? I want to play the Reds, obviously. So we don't have to deal with that Dodgers lineup. I think we're going to wind up playing the Dodgers, though. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're going to be facing Shohei Ohtani on Saturday as the starting pitcher. And the last time we saw Shohei Ohtani, he won 5 hitless innings against the Phillies.
We were just talking about that.
And I don't know how he's going to do in this environment. I don't think he's been in an environment like this for a playoff game. I know, like they got the Padres rivalry and stuff like that, but this is a whole nother animal here in Philly. But I'm confident at this team getting to their starting pitching and into their bullpen because that's where their Achilles heel is their
Right.
bullpen. And I'm confident Philly's been doing it all year to teams. And I'm confident they can do it this playoffs, starting Saturday.
So you, with Otani being good, then we can get to the bullpen, right? And then they have the lefty Snell starting, right? So that's, I think, a great matchup for us. I don't think that dude has the temperament. I mean, I know he's won it before and all this kind of stuff, but I'm not that. I'm less scared of the Dodgers now that I've been honestly all year, honestly over a year at this point. I believe in the Reds. Maybe I'm biased. We all got personal bias, but tonight we got Hunter Green going against Snell in that position. I like Hunter Green. It's now a 3 games. It's now they got to win one more game. The Reds have been awesome on the road this year, winning series. Before we got into the summer, before they were terrible in July, they were winning every series they were in. So they're in a classic 3-game series. This is not a 7-game series. And we've seen what so many times? What have we seen so many times? The wild cards bite, baby. They bite. So, yeah, I'm in on the Reds. And then that's going to be fun because I'm in on the Kyle Schwarber facing his hometown Reds, and if they can do it, how does he not look across, see Terry Francona, see Ellie De La Cruz, see Hunter Green, and how does he not get even more tempted? So that
Okay.
you gave us a doom story. That's my doom story.
All right. So in summary here, Bones, you'd rather play the Reds. You think we're going to play the Dodgers. Slim, you'd rather play the who?
I'd rather play the Reds
Okay.
ultimately, and I do think the Reds are going to have the upset due to this being a 3-game series.
Okay. So you'd rather play the Reds. You think we're going to play the Reds.
Yes.
So let's create the final thing that'll let you have your closing thoughts on this. Let's create the dream scenario to the World Series because I have one. So first series, the NLDS. Let's beat the Dodgers. Let's get another Dodgers win. Then let's check off another Brewers series win. We beat them back in 2008, right? Victorino hits the grand slam off Sabathia. We've already beat them. Let's beat them again. So Dodgers, Brewers, and now we're in the World Series. Who are we going to play? Let's get revenge for the 93 team in the Blue Jays. Let's beat the Blue Jays in the World Series. Gentlemen, that's my dream scenario. Do you agree, or do you have something else?
Ooh, dream scenario. I like the Phillies going all the way to 7 with the Reds, and then Schwarber hitting a walk-off. I then like the Phillies not to beat the Padres would be funny, right? Go and trolling them again.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, I mean, they're not it. They are not it. We would be awesome to beat the Cubs because the Cubs would be hyped and they would be blaming and excusing it up, and it would be great to beat the Cubs to get to the World Series. And in the World Series, I would love for us to beat the New York Yankees. We got to get revenge from when they stole our World Series, when they stole that World Series.
2009. How could we forget that?
Yeah, so my dream scenario, and in this dream, we're not going to play the Reds, especially in 7 games, since it's only a 5-game series.
Right.
Oh,
But it's the Dodgers, and like you said, we played them in 08. We played them in 09, right?
Yeah,
we beat them both times.
Yeah.
And then I would love to face the Cubs. Just the history behind that franchise. I think they have the pitching that can go up against Milwaukee, and they got some good players on there. Kyle Tucker's been in the playoffs with the Astros before, so he can bring something to them. And then over in the World Series, I would love to beat the Yankees. I can't stand their fans. I can't stand their fans that live in Philly. And that would just be the icing on the cake. And like you said, the revenge from 09, because we should have won that series too.
Yeah. All right. That's this is going to be fun. I mean, I'm looking at this postseason picture. Slim, you're the gambling guy. You shared this post the other day. The Phillies are the World Series favorite on a lot of books right now. It's very exciting stuff. This might be it, boys. This might be the year.
this is the year. This is absolutely the year. There's no doubt. There is no doubt about it. Enjoy the ride. This is going to be, it's the year.
All right, so enjoy the ride and let's feel the love. So, gentlemen, this is going to be Feel the Love 2025 season edition. So, if you're new here, Feel the Love is brought to us by Love City Brewing, our official brewing partner. If you've come and hang out with us at any of our tailgates, we are drinking nothing but Love City lagers all year long. If you've come to any of our watch parties where we actually watch it at the physical location at the Love City Brewing, we have a blast. Support them because they support us. Bones, let's start with you. Who's your 2025 season Feel the Love?
So my first Feel the Love of the season was a new guy. And didn't know what we were going to get out of him. And he came out strong, 7 innings, like 12 strikeouts in his first start of the year. And that guy was Jesus Luzardo. So I'm going to start with him. I'm going to finish with him for the regular season. Went out, he had 12 strikeouts that game. Looked like it was going to be awesome year. and he had an awesome first month, and then or 2 months, and then June came around, right? And we talked about how he had to and start with the game that we were at against the Brewers, who we could possibly face, where he gave up 12 runs before we even walked in the building, and he just battled from there. He had a couple starts. Everybody was, oh, is he tipping pitches? Hey, he could have been.
Yeah.
Something got fixed, but he had a career high in innings pitched. Right, he beat that by 5. He had a career high in wins. He had a career high in strikeouts and a career low in homers per 9. So, if you take away them couple games, his ERA is down to like a 3.4, 3.3.
That's insane.
Yeah, he was at finished with a 3.92. So, that's my guy. He battled through the year. They said he had like back issues when he came from Miami. Made every start. So that's my field of love for the year. Jesus Luzardo.
I mean,
That's a
good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. But if you're going to pick him, you got to pick Dombrowski for going and snagging him. Because the truth is, we all probably don't feel comfortable with him 2 years from now. So he'll have next year. We'll see what it looks like. But there's zero chance we re-sign him. And we're going to probably get the best years of his career, which is exactly what Slim said from the beginning. This is one of the best bargains Dombrowski could have possibly gotten, and it happened because of the injury history, and that history is going to probably reoccur, unfortunately, soon. So let's hopefully we get through the postseason with him next year, and then get rid of him. That's where I'm at with Luzardo. So he's definitely not my field of love. There's only one true field of love, and that is, God again, it's King Schwarber. It's the Schwarberian. He had from the very beginning, he had 4 home runs in the game. That was a record. He had 9 RBIs in the game. That was historic. He had 56 home runs, 132 RBIs. His OPS was over 900 again. He was in the MVP conversation. This is a guy, right? He was literally, if you went to places, plus 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 before the start of the season, and he got it to second place around. It was under 1,000 at one point, I believe, which is crazy to think. To go from there to that. He was the All-Star Game MVP, right? He had the home run derby, but then he came up so clutch in that All-Star Game. It was huge, right? That derby off. This is the best part. He's clutch. We're going into October. He has played 69 postseason games. Okay? He has 21 home runs in those games. There are more Schwarber bombs coming. The bank's going to be electric. If he is hitting home runs, we are winning baseball games, and it's going to be that simple. And it reminds me again, he bats anywhere you need him, right? I know he bats wherever you need him. And he changes everything the pitchers do. And Schwarber, I said at the beginning of the year, and I had some commenters say that Harper was the best hitter on the team, and it's not even close. No, Schwarber is our best hitter, and he's been our best hitter all year long, and he'll continue to be our best hitter. He's who people are afraid of.
I can't argue that. All right, so my 2025 field of love, and Slim, you said earlier today, this guy's the least talked about Cy Young candidate, and he's on our team, Christopher Sanchez. So we talked about this earlier. We lost our annual ace, our annual Cy Young candidate in Zach Wheeler this year to a blood clot. Well, Christopher Sanchez says, you know what? I'll take it from here. This guy has one of the best pitches in baseball in his changeup. He led the team in WAR. There you go, Bones, your favorite stat. Over 200 innings, over 200 Ks. He's a silent assassin. He just goes out there and does nothing but his job. The guy probably had, 1 or 2 maybe actual bad games all year. It's just so consistent. You know what you're getting. Sub-3 ERA. I'm feeling the love for you, Christopher Sanchez. The best contract in baseball.
Yeah, Strom even got in on with that low with the WAR stat, and I wanted to tag. I might even tag Bones in it. Where are we at with WAR still, Bones? He landed with a 2.5 ERA, and he had, I think, the second highest WAR. He has the highest WAR out of all the pitchers, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I mean,
on the Phillies. Yeah.
No, I
No,
think he probably leads the. He has an 8 WAR. I mean, 8's really high.
Yeah, I think he leads. I think Strom tweeted out that he led the MLB, or at least maybe the National League. He's saying how he's not in the uh, Cy Young conversation is kind of disgusting because he's playing in high leverage games. He has the most wins above replacement, and it all includes Skeens and all these other losses and stuff. So honestly, Skeens getting the Cy Young over Sanchez should be a much, much, much bigger story than what it is.
Well,
Okay.
let's quickly talk about that, and I want to talk about your point on the WAR. So, for context, right? Obviously, comparing a pitcher and a position player, you got to be a little bit careful with that with WAR. But an 8 WAR for a position player, that's MVP type year. Like that's how good that is. That's like a Shohei Ohtani type WAR year. It's a very, very high WAR. But let's talk about that briefly here. So, I think the strongest argument for the Sanchez over Skeens is the old school. Sanchez won more meaningful games. He's pitching in more meaningful leverage opportunities. So do you think there's an opportunity where he might get a significant amount of votes here, boys?
But coming with the upset over the top, I'll tell you what, when voters are looking at it and they see the wins and the losses, it's going to be tough. It's just narrative driven stuff. So I do think it's going to be. I don't think so. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think. I really don't think he has a shot at it. Like, he might get some votes, maybe from like writers in the National League East who have seen him more. Right. But I don't think you can really argue with Skeens. I mean, the guy's got a sub-2 ERA for the year, and for his career, I think he gave up more than 2 runs, like not even 5 times.
It's crazy.
And to where Sanchez is in real baseball games that are going to matter, and it could be the difference of a 1 seed or not. Your boy, he's your boy, Skeens. He's your boy. He's your Pittsburgh boy. He's our Pittsburgh Pirate rivals. Your boy, Skeens. He's immune to lack of run production. So to me, you should discount it. Because he knows what's going to happen. That he's immune to. He already knows it's going to happen. He's not going to get any runs. So he's trauma from it. So he's able to be a little bit better on that front. So I'm not going to give him points on that because that really goes towards they're not competitive.
I think it's tougher. That he knows he's not going to get runs.
No, when you're playing meaningless baseball, and if he didn't get runs his entire career, how many times can you be fooled about getting runs? Is the point? All right. Oh man, I'm upset. You stop getting upset about it. The part about giving up, not getting runs, is the human element of it. Bones has nothing. That's it.
All right, guys. Let's not keep the people waiting anymore. Slim, they've been in your DMs. Bones, I know they've been in yours. The rankings, the lists, they love to hear the top this, top that. So we have a series of 10 different random top 3s. We're going to hear from Slim and Bones. We're gonna have a little bit of narrative where necessary. But Slim, let's address this elephant in the room because I know this is important to you. We're gonna go to your point. We're gonna go from descending, so 3 to 1. So for all these rankings, start with your third and go up number 1. Some of them, and you'll see more, the rankings matter less. But let's not get too crazy with this stuff. Let's not keep the people waiting anymore. Let's get into List-a-palooza 2025. Bones, give me your top 3 Phillies playoff moments.
Top 3 Phillies playoff moments. All right, my top 3, and I'm just going to go off seen in my lifetime. I'm not going to go back even 93. I can't even, so I wasn't really watching then. Right. Number 3. Brett Myers walk, followed by the Shane Victorino grand slam off of
CC Sabathia.
CC Sabathia in the 08 NLDS Game 2.
Correct.
Right? Number 2 would be Bedlam at the Bank. We were there for that, Game 5.
Yep.
The Bryce Harper homer. And number 1, obviously, Phillies win the World Series The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. That was I still get chills watching that. I actually got chills today. If we were to do a this day in Phillies history, but we're not because we're pre-recorded here. It would be today being when the Phillies clinched their first playoff berth since 1993, back in 07 when Brett Myers
Curveball struck him out.
finished that game against the Nationals. That I got chills watching that today. It was awesome.
Those are 3 goodies.
That was good. That was good. But I got to go way back. All right, back to 2008, and number three is Brad Lish win the World Series. Something at that point I never thought I would maybe see in Philadelphia history. It was really doomy for a 18-year-old Slim at that time. My number two, right? My number two, and I'm actually going to go backwards in order. We win the World Series. Now, the biggest series of that entire thing was versus the Dodgers, right? And Cole Hamels had his moments and all that. But the second biggest thing that happened was Matt Stairs sending one into the night in Game 4. Right? In Game 4, that was huge, right? And that leads me to my number one. My number one. And this is one I got to admit. I got a confession. I didn't even say it. I was walking to your house, Steve-O, because I was probably working out, doing something after school, unlike you guys, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you were working out.
Right. I was definitely working out. I'm rushing to get to your house, and the entire time, I think back in the day, was Jimmy Rollins was the engine. He wasn't hitting. I was like, I don't know if this dude can be leading off if he's not hitting. But when he hits, we were fantastic. As I'm walking to your house, Jimmy Rollins, Game 5 of that same series, leads off the game with a home run. Once he led off the game with a home run, that game was over, baby. We were good to go.
Dodgers, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep. All right. Those are 3. Good job, boys. Honorable mention, the Chase Utley fake out throw at home, right? That's
oh my God. Yeah, that was
absolutely one to throw out there. You guys hit all the ones. Let's keep it moving here, boys. Let's keep it moving. Number 2, top 3 cartoons. Who you got, Bones? Top 3 cartoons.
Wow, this is a good one. Top 3 cartoons.
Oh my gosh.
Number 3, Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Nick Cassiano's favorite superhero.
Yep.
Scooby-Doo.
Number 3, Scooby-Doo. Wow. Oh man, you're killing me.
The person that goes second has an advantage, right? I'll make sure I rotate because you can think about it longer.
Absolutely true. Yeah. Absolutely true.
Number 2, Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry are great. Yeah.
Okay.
And number 1,
Tom and Jerry episode.
Number 1, Bugs Bunny.
Okay,
absolutely.
So Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
All right. Those are some goodies. What do you got, Slim?
All right, number 3. I know. I'm trying to think the order how I want to do this though. Number 3.
You're the one that lobbied for this way. You got to do it that way.
I know. I'm talking about my 3 in my head.
Gotcha.
Number 3, the Flintstones. Number 3 is the Flintstones. That's the classic, the Flintstones. Number 2, and this one, I got to go, and I have to say, and you might call me, man, number 2 is tough. Okay, give me South Park. Okay?
Okay.
That's my number 2. And my number 1 funniest or my number 1 cartoon has to be, and I hate to say it, but I hate to agree with Bones, but I'm going with Scooby-Doo. I'm going to go with Scooby-Doo.
Oh, so you're going for his number 3 is your number 1. All right, those are
number 3 is my number 1.
Awesome. All right, boys, keep it moving. Number 3. Give me so Slim, let's start with you, number 1 here. Give me your top 3 Phillies catchers ever.
You got to go with Chooch, Romuto, Dutch.
Love it. Who you got, Bones?
Same list. Chooch, Romuto,
Dutch. That's fine.
Yeah, quick and easy.
No Lieberthal love there. We'll talk about that. We got to do a Lieberthal player profile because
Boone. Right.
Yeah. Number 4. What is your top 3 places to watch a ball game not at the ballpark? So don't give me like specific bars. I'm looking for like, you know what I'm saying on the. I don't want to steal any answers. So get ahead, Bones.
No, I want you to give an example because you got
Okay.
me.
All right. So,
Alone. Mikey,
Yeah.
I like the Mikey Missinelli it. Sit there and watch it alone.
all right. So I would say like on the deck, at a bar, or like that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bar, beach bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching alone here or with the kids.
So
If
at home.
Like if I get into it, they get into it. Like if I'm like screaming, like, "Ah, what are you screaming at?" I'm talking about, there you go, home run.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Jalen Hurts? No, this is the wrong sport.
So number 3, home.
Number 3, home. Number 2, at a bar with
Yeah.
the boys. Just watching. More crowd excitement. Number 1's listen to radio on the beach. Like you want to watch them, but listen to on the radio on the beach is awesome. I love listening to LA and Fransky.
I knew that answer was coming. I didn't know if it was going to be number 1. That's a good old school answer. What do you got for us, Slim?
All right, I'm going to steal a little bit and borrow from Bones. My number 3 though will be just listening in the car. You just listen in the car. If you have a ride somewhere, you got something going on, going to the shore, you can throw it on. Especially if you're trying to miss that late Friday traffic. Sometimes you get down a little bit later on a Friday. My second one, I have to say, out on a deck, right? Out on a deck. And lastly, the number 1, and this is the deluxe decks, is up on a rooftop in South Philly, where you can see it and hear the game going off.
Rooftop's a great one. All right. You checked off everything I was going to say. No notes there. Let's keep it moving. Number 5, top 3 farm animals. Slim, give me your top 3 farm animals.
Well, obviously, number 3 would be the pig. The cow is number 2. And number 1 is, man, it has to be the hen, the mother hen.
So pig, cow, chicken, right? Yeah. All right. I like it.
Number 3, chicken.
Okay.
Number 2, the pig.
Mhm.
And number 1's the horse because that's where I lose my money.
Yeah.
Betting the horses.
Yeah. All right. No love for goats or.
You ever want to have a horse, Bones?
Do I want to have a horse?
Yeah.
No.
No, never.
No.
Okay.
2
lot of
minutes. I
work.
get 2 minutes with that thing, and that's it.
You don't want to waste a couple $100,000 a year feeding it.
No.
All right. So let's stop there. We got some more List-a-palooza coming. Travel around the corner.
So this week's Around the Corner is brought to you by the Fresh Works of Port Richmond, and they got a new item or like a new menu on Saturdays. They're doing a breakfast now from 8 to 12 in the morning. They got breakfast just on Saturdays for now. I heard good things on Saturday about it, so I'm thinking maybe this week I'm going to try it out. My Around the Corner this week. So Monday was Black Monday in the MLB. 3 managers were fired. Rocco Baldelli from the Minnesota Twins, Bob Melvin of the San Francisco Giants, and the third one, shocking one, Bruce Bochy of the Texas Rangers. Now, Bochy coming off a World Series in his first year with the Rangers 2 years ago,
Right.
and they decided they want to go in a different direction this year. So which brought me up. Who are they going to hire? Minnesota, they don't have a bad team. I mean, they traded away some people like Duran and Bader, but they got a good core there. They got Joe Ryan for a starter. Pablo Lopez will be back. Byron Buxton in the outfield, definitely a centerpiece. He's not going nowhere. So that's an intriguing job for somebody. And then the Giants, 1-1 go right together. I mean, they fired Bob Melvin. Bruce Bochy is available. I kind of think something was going along there, and that's why the Giants got rid of Bob Melvin. But according to Buster Posey, they want to go like different direction with attention to detail, a lot of errors and stuff out there on and off the field. So I think Bruce Bochy is going to go to the Giants, back to the Giants. Buster Posey was his catcher when he was the manager there for the 3 World Series titles. And then with the Texas job, it was a name that was thrown around with the Angels, who also fired or they didn't fire him, but they didn't renew the contract of Ron Washington today, and the Angels hired Albert Pujols since then. That was already done. Like, seen a report, there was 3 guys already on payroll that they could hire.
I missed this.
Yep.
So Pujols is the Angels
Albert
manager?
Pujols is the new Angels manager.
That's breaking news to me. Did you know that, Slim?
Absolutely not.
That's awesome.
He was like on the list of players that they could hire because they were already on like payroll. But Michael Young was on there, and another one was Torrey Hunter. So going to Texas, Chris Young is the GM there. Played for Texas. I think they might go after Michael Young, former player, former Philly, somebody they could look at. So that's one around the corner. The other around the corner is an interesting one. Baseball viewership is up all across all platforms. Fox, they're up 9%, ESPN 21%, and ESPN up 21%, and they're no longer doing Sunday Night Baseball. So go figure. TNT 29%. They've been doing like the like Tuesdays and Thursday games there throughout the year, and then MLB Network up 13%. So baseball is going up, and
that's incredible.
Maybe, shockingly.
I mean, that's
with
great.
All the strikeouts and stuff like that.
All that stuff, but it's going up this year. Not to cut you off there, it's going up this year 15 to 29%. After last year, basically did the same thing.
Yeah.
So the trends over years are 30, 40, 50%. That's incredible.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great to hear. That's nice little background information to bring in. Hopefully, like you said, we can keep compounding it. I see those numbers, and I get greedy. I think they should be bigger, and bigger. They're looking good, though, because baseball's the best, and people are starting to learn.
Yeah, no, Phillies Yankees World Series this year will really spike them numbers.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
But that's it for my around the corner. Just wanted to touch on that little stuff.
Love it. That was a great around the corner, and shout out to the Fresh Works of Port Richmond. They support us, so please support them. Yeah, get some breakfast, man. Saturday morning.
I will be getting a breakfast sandwich there as soon as possible. It's a space. Slim has been waiting for them to come in. It's absolutely dumb. Yeah,
it's over the breakfast market. I love it.
I've been waiting. Thank you. I'm waiting. I'm excited.
Boy, shall we get back to List-a-palooza?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I got 5 more for you. So let's start with you on this one, Slim.
Yes, sir.
Top 3 Phillies jerseys ever.
Man, you're asking me about jerseys. I'm wearing teal and red shorts right now. I like the classic red pinstripes.
Okay, so classic pinstripes.
Right. Because it's such, again, going straight back to the Yankees, it's such a strong contrast to what the Yankees have. Second, I like the maroon, the 70s ones that they never wear, the Andrew McCutcheon maroon ones. I think those had, the zipper ones. And I heard that they used to have the zippers because of the sliding and stuff. Buttons or so would get ripped up, so they had zippers. I don't know if that's true. You can fact check Slim on that. Lastly, my favorite one, my number one, is the cream. Those cream ones are very nice. That's a very nice color shirt or jersey.
Okay.
I'll go number 3, the Phillies red pinstripe one, right? Number 2, I love the creams too. But my number 1, them powder blues, man. On Thursdays.
Ooh, the powder blues.
Man.
No love for the City Connects, huh? I was expecting to see that from the top 3.
Yeah, right.
Not yet. No, they're trending upward, right? Their numbers are like 5 and 10% year over year in approval rating, but they're still pushing around 50% at best.
Well, do you want me to help you dislike the Phillies City Connect jerseys even more? Juan Soto was just asked, what are his favorite jerseys in the league? he gave the Phillies City Connect as one of them that he liked the most.
Really?
That's
Yes.
pretty sick.
Yeah, so that's Phillies fans. If you need any more reason to not like that jersey. All right, but
I like
And
them.
it's crazy. They're ugly all over baseball.
there's some goodies. Like I like the Cubs one. I thought it was pretty sharp.
Like Boston's, I didn't like. The Cubs
Now you
one, I did.
I like the green Boston one. I thought they're pretty sharp.
No, honestly, those City Connects have grown on me. They are nice, and I know a
They
lot
have.
of outsiders like them a lot. And yeah, I think their stuff wears well, right?
Kids like them too. All right, so let's keep it moving. Boys, give me your top 3 vacation destinations that you've visited. Start with you, Slim.
Okay, number 3, I'm going to go to, and this is, man, my number 3 is the Catskills, right? Go to Catskills in August, and it's beautiful, nice and cool. It's awesome.
New
My
York
number,
Mountains.
my number 2 is Key West, Florida, right? Take the direct flight there. Skip any nonsense. Skip that Disney Orlando flight with the babies on it. Oh my gosh, never. But Key West is great. Getting back can be an issue. But the best place in the world, the best ocean in the world, and the best beach in the world
Oh
is
boy.
down in North Wildwood, New Jersey. Everybody knows that. The best place on earth.
I don't know, Bones. What do you think? I think he's pandering to the fact that he's marrying a Wildwood girl. What do you think? Little
Yeah,
pander?
I would say so.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that's his business. Let's keep it moving here.
I went to Fort Lauderdale last year. That was awesome. It
Fort
was
Lauderdale?
just, I don't know, it was nice and relaxing for some reason. Then it thought we were going to go down there party. We were going down for her 30th. Didn't really party. We just relaxed, hotel, pool, beach. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, that was awesome. With the boys, your wedding destination,
Yeah.
that was awesome. And number 1, Key West. It was hot, but I had fun both times I was there.
A lot of Florida love here. No, I would absolutely have some type of Florida destination on my top 3. I love that state. Shout out to JR Red Rider. He's actually he's a Fort Lauderdale guy. All right, so next up here, give me your top 3. And we'll start with you, Bones. Opponents that you enjoy watching the Phillies play. You can take that however you want.
Number 3, I'm going to go with the Dodgers. Number 3 of the Dodgers.
Goody.
We have the 08, 09 playoffs going with them, and in the last couple of years, the top teams in the NL. And we've been beaten up on. So for some reason, we got the Dodgers number. So I like watching the Phillies play the Dodgers. Number 2, the Mets. It's always a battle, either up there or down here. Fans travel both ways. Like the Mets fans, it's true rivalry, especially back in them when the Phillies started that run in 07, 08. Those were in some intense games. And then
Big time.
number 1, the Braves. Just family rivalry. My cousins,
Right.
they're Braves fans from back in the 90s. Front runners, I call them.
Of course.
But yeah, just for that, just the banner with them.
The Dodgers, I love their field, right? So I love when we're out there, and honestly, when they're here, we don't get to see them often. They're the biggest team in the NL.
Yep.
Number two's tricky, but for my number 2, believe it or not, I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles.
Ooh.
All right, that's a great place to go see a game. It's a good one to go to. That's a big part. It's a nice little easy little trip. It's probably a little bit cheaper. They're probably going to stink. But the number 1 is the New York Mets. I know Mets fans. You control them. Look at their owner. He's issuing apologies. So yeah, nothing beats a good Mets rivalry.
Those were all good ones. I love that Orioles shout out. I was going to give an honorable mention if you guys did not mention that. So all goodies there. Let's move on here, guys. Your 9th topic of List-a-palooza. We only have one left. Give me your top 3 candy bars. Start with you, Slim.
My top 3 candy bars. This being on the spot is very rough. But here's it's kind of like an evolution. Okay, you got the Fifth Avenue. All right, the Fifth Avenue is a
Fifth
delicious.
Avenue.
Yeah, the Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
All right, you got the Fifth Avenue. Okay, then you got go get a Fifth Avenue. It's an evolution of a candy bar. Get the Fifth Avenue. Then you got to go get my number 2, the Butterfinger. Okay, the Bart Simpson Butterfinger is still legendary for me. And my number 1, when they released this one, I dropped everything I was doing. I said this isn't fair. They shouldn't be doing this anymore. And that is the Take 5. That
Ooh,
Take
I
5,
thought you were going to say that.
dude.
That's a good one.
That Take 5 like is redonkulous.
Cheat code to Take 5 is.
Yeah.
As soon as you say when they released it, I knew you were saying Take 5 because that was,
It's a nowhere one.
yeah.
It's like, all right, we're gonna put all the best things into one candy bar, and everyone's gonna like. I gotta be honest. Fifth Avenue, I'm well aware. I'm sure I've had one at some point in my life. I can't think of anything about it. Can you describe it to me?
It's in a brown thing and it has gold writing, right, Chris?
The taste of it, not
Yeah,
the
it's
wrapper.
yeah. No, it's a peanut butter taste. It's like that.
Okay.
It's that peanut butter taste. The chocolate is a little bit thinner. It's not thick on like a Butterfinger is. You know, it's not that milk chocolate, so it's a little bit darker of a chocolate, and it's little
It sounds like a minor league Snickers bar to me right now. That's what
it's
it sounds
crispy.
like.
No, it's more like a Butterfingers. It's like a thinner Butterfingers.
Okay.
Less peanut buttery and less less chocolatey because it's also less dense. It's thinner and crispy.
All right, so it's a healthier candy bar. All right. So Bones, what do you got for us?
All right, number 3, I'm going to go with a Mr. Goodbar.
Okay.
Mr. Goodbar, always a good one. Number 2, I'm going to go with Hershey's with almonds.
Okay.
Right, and number 1, definitely unpopular opinion, but I'm going with a Milky Way.
Ooh.
Wow. All right, so 3 old schools. I'm going to give a more modern one, honorable mention. Have you guys dabbled into the Nutrageous category of the Reese's bar? Those things are awesome. Like, it's a
100%.
really pleasant experience eating one of those things. You feel
Yes.
I feel like I put on 7 pounds after I eat it, but it's awesome.
I was thinking though, what ones? Because some candy bars get upgraded when they're nice and cold and been in the fridge for a day, and some don't. The Nutrageous is one. It's fine out the fridge, but you got to give it like 10 seconds before you bite it because you're going to break your teeth if you bite it ice cold.
Too hard.
Absolutely.
All right, the final topic of List-a-palooza 2025. Let's keep it simple, stupid. Slim, give me your top 3 Phillies ever.
My gosh. I have to go Richie Ashburn,
Okay.
Steve Carlton,
Okay.
and Michael Jack Schmidt.
Hey, that's a pretty damn good list. While you're thinking, I would say Slim's list is pretty damn spot on. Mine, you can replace Ashburn, I would say.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who's number 3. Number 3, I'll go with Ed Delahaney.
You're going old school. Okay.
Yep. Number 2, I'll go with Super Steve. And then number 1, of course, is Michael Jack.
Okay, so I was going to go more recent, and I think you got to go Michael Jack 1, got to go Carlton 2. I think you could put any combination of Chase or Rollins 3 over Ashburn. But also you could go Ashburn. I think there's an argument for all of them. I would say if you were going to put it, I don't think there's anyone else that you put in there. Unless you go real old school.
Yeah, I hear that one. That one's controversial. Doesn't really sit right with me. Ugh. I was going to the Rollins Utley one. I can't get there. I don't think.
I mean, Rollins is all-time leader in hits in the organization. He was a shortstop for a decade. Gold Glove, MVP. I mean, Silver Sluggers. He did it all. So I mean,
I got you. I'm with you.
This is your list.
Yep.
All right, boys. Well done. All off the dome. We don't tell them anything. So shout out to, let's give Slim and Bones a round of applause there.
Thank you.
Well done, boys. That concludes List-a-palooza 2025. We'll do it every year at the conclusion of the season. But let us transition here to Slim Pick'ems.
All right. Everybody, welcome to Slim Pick'ems. You know it's brought to you by Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. They are miles ahead of the competition, just like your boy Slim is miles ahead of the competition. And everybody wants to talk football. Everybody's trying to sell you these prop bets. But the last thing we all have to get straight is that Slim just finished another profitable MLB season on record. Over 76 units, all right? So I'm not talking hype. I'm not talking anything too luxury. I'm just talking about winning model baseball here, okay? And I'm going to go through my record, okay? So here's my season recap. My straight plays went 253 and 346. I was plus 72 units, okay? And nobody was close to me that I know of, all right? The parlays, personally, this is where it gets funny. I was 0 and 12, minus 23 units, all right? And I also don't need the parlays. The props, I was 1 and done. I lost a half a unit. That was a dumb move by us early on. Futures, okay, I'm 0 and 3, minus 20. But the crown jewel, right, and this is what we're going to get to, is still alive. That's the Reds to win the National League at plus 4,000, okay? We got plus 4,000 odds on this. That's 10 units that bring back basically a legendary return. So let's keep going here. Tonight's playoffs, we know we're in the wild card round. 3 games have gone off. The series favorites, I like the Cubs. All right, the Padres, even though they got rid of Bob Melton, who just got fired again, they're terrible at on the road. So they are on the road in Chicago. So I'd like the Cubs, honestly, to win that in 2 games. I also like Detroit to keep winning, and I'd like the Yankees to take it from the Red Sox. All right, but that's not what I would actually put any investing in. You know what we're invested in? We're invested in the late night cap, that 3 versus 6 series, the Reds versus the Dodgers. And simply put, we're taking the Reds tonight with the money line. They're plus. I got them at plus 174. We're taking 15 units that we won. And you remember, we got that big hedge coming. So imagine it if you have a big bush, right? You're taking little pieces out at a time, little blocks at a time. We're not ready to get the chainsaw and get rid of the bush. We don't even have to do that. All right. We did do a little bit in the regular season. That's why it's 70. That's why it's 76 and not 100. That's the facts. That's why I'm not 100 and I'm at 76. Because I started to hedge early with the Mets, and now we are here, and we're not ready to do it yet. We think they're going to bring the upset. This is going to be a glorious return. Even tonight, 15 units at 170 plus 174. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, the Reds win, we win, and we're just going to keep it at that. Slim Pick'ems is brought to you by Warminster Dental Associates and D-Town Dental. They are miles ahead of the competition, just like Slim was when he shorted the Mets.
There you have it.
As we're recording, so far today, the Cubs game 1 winners over the Padres, right? Tigers game 1 winners over the Guardians. That was the first matchup. And the Boston Red Sox take game 1 from the New York Yankees, coming back after being down 1-0 through 7. They come back to beat the New York Yankees to take game 1.
Love to hear that, and thank you for that update.
Huge.
So that's really big. So playoff baseball is finally here, and Red October starts in less than 5 days. We are very excited. Guys, if you are still here, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You see our socials down below. We are going to be doing a lot of content in the playoffs. We're going to be doing watch parties, watch-alongs. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So thank you for hanging out with us. We've been doing this podcast for about a year. So we've got it every single week for about 52 weeks. We don't miss a week. So we are an all year long Phillies podcast, even in the off season. So stay tuned. I'm going to let you guys give us some closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts is this is the year. Again, this is absolutely the year. I don't. There's no excuses. There's nothing. There's nothing. Uh, Sanchez has been awesome. We've seen our boy Nola. We've seen our boy Nola closed out. Okay, so we had to name drop him before this show's over. Everyone has stepped up. I'm excited to see the outfield production be the best it's been in this whole run, because truly we're going to win the World Series based off our hitting. The hitting is going to surpass our pitching, and it's going to win us throughout this playoffs, and it's going to win us the World Series. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, so what I'm looking at is, can Rob Thompson push the right buttons as he's been doing all season so far? And where does Aaron Nola stack up? What do they do with him, like for this series? Because I know for the wild card, Dave Roberts isn't going with Clayton Kershaw on the roster for the Dodgers.
Right.
Just because they don't need them.
Now, listen, there's a lot that we need to be looking into, and we're going to be all over that. I hope you enjoyed our season recap. Go Phils, and we will see you soon.